Ever wonder why some businesses thrive while others struggle to stay afloat? It often comes down to small business owners understanding one critical factor: revenue. Today, we're diving deep into this crucial topic with Pathway Business Advisor, Keyunta Dawson, and Bob Lancaster, Director of Business Advisory Services, who know exactly what small business owners need to look out for when it comes to tracking and managing their revenue.
So, Bob, the percentage of cost of goods sold to revenue, what is it?
Well, I think basically it is the value, gross profit is the value a company adds to someone else's products. So if a customer pays you $1 and you pay someone else 50 cents for a component that goes into that sale, then you got a 50% gross profit. So it's a markup that a customer puts on a product when it sells to the third party, or it's value added to the business. So that's what gross profit means. It's what's left over after you pay someone else for all the components or ingredients that go into a sale.
And that's not include like the labor and
That's not. That's basically just what you had to pay another person, a third party, to acquire whatever it is you need to complete whatever you're selling to your customers.
So why is that important to entrepreneurs?
Well, because gross profit has to be sufficient to pay all the other expenses of a company, including its debt, including paying its owners, shareholders, and hopefully setting aside cash for growth.
Yeah, a lot of small business owners forget about that.
Yeah. So not only do you have to pay your operating expenses, which we're going to talk about, but you also have to pay all your creditors, including your lenders. You have to pay yourself, and you hopefully have some cash set aside so that you can either grow the business in the future or you'll have some reserves in case some hiccups happen.
So what's the best way to monitor that in a business?
Well, I think you've got to understand what your whole cost structure is. I mean, theoretically, you'd price a product, if everything else being equal, at a level that you can cover all your expenses and have money left over. Unfortunately, in a competitive world, that doesn't work. So you have to understand what your costs are, but more as importantly, you have to understand what the market will bear. So you have to be able to fit your pricing into that.
So find that target, yeah.
You want to get as close as possible to your ideal number, which will cover all your expenses, but not exceeding what the customer will pay you.
I see a lot of small business owners undervaluing their products.
Yes.
And they get in that mindset where I have to be the lowest, and they end up working for free.
Well, pricing a product can be, particularly in a competitive industry, can be extremely difficult. Yes. And it requires a lot of thought, it requires a lot of research, and it requires a lot of analysis. So in order to get that analysis piece of it, you really need to understand what it's costing you.
So why would this be important from the underwriter's perspective when somebody's going to access capital? Well,
underwriters are going to look at the bottom up of an income statement. If you take a look at the income statement, it starts at the top, that's your biggest number, income. But if you look at the bottom, that's what's left over to pay all the debt.
Yeah.
So they're going to start there and they're going to work their way back up. And if you run out of cash, quickly, then you're not going to get to a bottom line. So the gross margin is the first level of the profitability of a company. If that's not adequate, everything else below is going to not work.
If you're looking to dive deeper into managing your business finances, or are preparing your business to receive capital, we've got more resources waiting for you online. Just click the link in the description below to explore topics like revenue management and other crucial metrics that financial institutions consider when you're seeking capital to grow your business. Our team of business advisors offers free support to Tennessee entrepreneurs in various aspects of growing their small businesses and taking on new opportunities. As the largest non-depository community development financial institution in the state, we provide lending solutions and educational services to help grow and preserve small businesses. So join us online and plan your next steps with Pathway.